Hello, if I ask you to give me some juice, can you give me without a bottle, cup, or glass? You need a container, and it is the first primary function of food packaging, that is containment. If my granddaughter asks some juice, then glass bottle or cup will not work. She has a specific juice bottle to drink, and this is the convenience beyond the containment of packaging. You gave me this juice to drink, but I don't want to drink from the bottles. Another options, there's a straw attached to it, and we can use this to drink. This is convenience. We know juice contains high sugar, that's why I don't want to drink all now. Instead, I prefer to drink over 2 days. I can store it at chill conditions and reuse it again. Another convenience is the cap. We can open the cap and drink some juice, and then we can close it and store it for further use later. Another example, in the future we could go to space for holidays. In the case of space travelers, the straw should have a valve to avoid all juice flowing into my mouth at a time, since in this space there is no gravity. I need press the valve by finger, and then some juice can flow into my mouth. And when I release the valve, then flow can be stopped. All these are convenience of packaging. Is the bottle is nice in design? If I like it, then packaging could provide improved presentation and appealing to me. You can see nice printing, excellent bottle design. However, this will add cost and will depend on the price of the food products. Good examples are bread and chocolate. The packaging of bread should be very low since it is a basic food and authority needs to ensure its affordability. In addition, the required shelf life of bread is relatively short, and we don't want to have over packaging. While chocolate is not a basic food, therefore costly packaging could be used. In addition, consumers may prefer costly decorative packaging for chocolate. Another examples could be difference between packaging of cooking oil and olive oil, because cooking oil is the basic product, that's why we should not use expensive packaging, while in olive oil expensive nice decorative packaging could be used. If I want to carry the juice bottle to work or in the train, I need to protect and preserve it from contamination. This is the protection of packaging from environment. This protection could be pressure, moisture, gas, barrier, for example, oxygen, carbon dioxide, transfer from inside, outside should not be there. If I want to know how long to keep it safe, that is expiry date, what was the amount of juice in the bottle, that is here is 250 ml, who makes the juice, that is producer, or how I need to store the juice, that is storage temperature. This one you need to store at chill conditions. Then I need to look at the label and this is the way packaging is communicating with me and answers my inquiries. Many other communications we could mention here, for example, nutrition content, other health benefits like 100% grape juice, no added sugar, and also it may have preparation method, how it's prepared. If I buy an instant noodle, then packaging label could provide me how to prepare and when to add oil and spices. Preparation instruction could serve two purposes. First, ensure the safety while we prepare, and second, ensure best sensory characteristics of the product. Packaging could also provide warning or important character of the products. For example, product contains low fat, low sugar, and low salt. And health beneficial aspect could also be pointed. However, this should be within the legal guidelines. For example, calcium is beneficial to the healthy bone, could be used in milk product. Shelf life or expiration date is another information packaging can provide. Now around 40% of foods are being wasted. Packaging could play a significant role to avoid huge wastage during transport, storage, and home kitchen. It can provide days to left to consume. For example, when packed banana would ripe if maturity TTI tag on the package is used. I need to mention here that shopping plan is important to reduce food wastage at home. In one conference I was mentioning this issue. One woman raised her hand and said, man, that is husband, is doing the shopping. Therefore, they are responsible for planning to buy foods for the family. Then another man raised his hand and said, who make the shopping list? Wife. Therefore, they are responsible. Wife could say, I don't do list, housemaid do the shopping list. I want to emphasize that all of us should take the responsibility to reduce food wastage at all stages, rather blame game. It is very important for our sustainability. Individual packaging in a big pack could also reduce the food wastage. For example, this pack of biscuits. In this case, we don't need to finish all biscuits at a time, and in this way we could also reduce overeating of a product as well as wastage. We don't have to finish all pack of biscuit. We can open one pack and consume, and others remain as intact for later use. Packaging could enhance preservation. The cap could have oxygen, scavenging, or antibacterial compounds to enhance the preservations. Even odor absorbing pad could be used. The bottle could have antibacterial properties inside and outside, and the bottle could have outside humid dust repelling properties so that it repel the bacterial and also dust to settle on the pack. All these active packaging is to enhance the preservation and quality of the products. There's many examples. I just mentioned here few of them. Packaging could perform other tasks in an intelligent or smart way. If I need to know the exposed temperature history of the juice or microbial growth, I could check it from the color change of the time temperature indicator, that is TTI, or other sensor tag on the bottle. It could have a color sensor, this one, and reference color to check the status of the quality. Packaging could provide exposure history of the juice as it need to be stored at chill conditions at all time. If one consumer abuse it and shopkeeper place it in the cold shelf again, then from the color change, consumer can find it that this was abused. Other sensors could be off-flavor detection, microbial growth detection, and change in pH and sensory characteristics. Another example of intelligent packaging is the activation of action when it is required. For example, oxygen scavenging could be activated above oxygen level higher than 10% and could be deactivated below 10% oxygen level to avoid anaerobic growth. Many aspects of a smart and intelligent packaging are now emerging, for example, self-heating cans. If I want to know whether anyone used some of the juice, then I need to see whether this ring in the cap is intact or not. This means packaging authenticates or provides evidence of tampering of the product. If I need to know who produced the juice, I could find the company's details on the packaging. Thus, packaging could play a role in traceability of the products. We could also find information also through the electronic radio frequency identification tag RFID, and information can be captured by radio wave. Even we could read with our mobile phone. Now I finished the juice and the purpose of packaging is done. Now what to do with it? I could throw it into the bin. Unfortunately, it may end up to the environment. This is now one of the major challenges for us to solve. I bought a cone ice cream. Cone rusk is the container for the ice cream and it is an edible packaging. Now I can eat ice cream and the rusk. It is very tasty. In my family, my wife and my daughter always fight for this part. It is interesting because you can eat the cone as well as ice cream. It is creamy texture and at the end nothing is thrown to the environment. Even you can avoid the use the tissue if this cone rusk has antibacterial properties. Thank you. I have given cone ice cream as an example of edible packaging. It is the best if we can, since no waste or damage to the environment if we can use edible packaging. We need to solve many issues of edible packaging at present. You could find many aspects of food packaging in the third edition of the Handbook of Food Preservations. In summary, packaging performs 5 main functions: product containment, preservation and quality, presentation and convenience, protection, and provide quality status of a product. In foods, packaging may have many issues, however many progresses are being evolved. I am planning to make a couple of videos on the nanotechnology in food packaging and philosophy of food spoilage, packaging and environment. Thank you.